Welcome to this edition of the Going for the Gold Vodcast series as we take a look at U.S. athletes competing to represent Team USA at the 2010 Olympic Winter Games in Vancouver, Canada. In this June edition, we highlight short track speed skater and five-time Olympic medalist Apolo Anton Ohno. As the 27-year-old Seattle native looks ahead to Vancouver, he sees a realistic chance to become the most decorated Winter Olympian in American history, topping Bonnie Blair's record feat of 6. We met up recently with one of America's most visible Winter Olympians with his signature soul patch, and he revealed that chasing Olympic history was not the only motivation he has in competing in his third Olympic Winter Games.
That's not the sole force that drives me. You know, I really spent some time post-2006 games in Torino and came to try to grasp perspective outside of the sport and realize, is this something I want to pursue? Is this something that I can do day in and day out for another 4 years? And all of the elements involved, everything from me growing up in Seattle, my first skating experience in Vancouver, BC, learning how to skate from those guys, to everything from my first Olympic experience in Salt Lake City. Now towards the end of my career, I've come back to Salt Lake City to train, and I'm finishing my career in Vancouver. So I've really come full circle. I'm stronger than ever. Physically, I feel great. Mentally, I feel great. I'm at a point now where I can really, truly enjoy the sport of short track for what it is, and truly enjoy and respect the fact that I am an Olympic athlete, and all of the things that come with that, the responsibilities, the honor, the respect of the Olympic movement, and it's a nice place to be right now.
Carrying with him a world of expectations during his two previous games, Apolo speaks to how the pressure he's putting on himself is different this time around.
Going in 2010, I've won every race. I've won every single championship. I've done all the things that I've wanted to do in the sport, and it's almost like you're just batting for fun now, And sometimes when you're able to get back and get in that flow, that's when you can, hit the hardest and the furthest home runs. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Father's Day a little more than a week away. It's only appropriate that Apolo give high praise to his father, Yuki, for shaping him into the man he's become today.
The bond with my dad, I think the reason why it's so strong now was because we butt heads. We used to butt heads so hard when I was younger. And it was almost to the point where if one of us didn't give, it was just going to totally explode, and this Olympic dream wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my father. He was the one who constantly pushed me, tried to guide me in the right direction and say, Apolo, I know this is better for you. You don't realize it right now, but I can see something, an opportunity here, potential for you to really put forth 100% of your effort towards something. If you don't make the team, that's fine, but I think you have a chance here, and you need to take that chance, And over the years, our relationship has gotten closer and closer, and it's at the point now where, I talk to my dad probably 2-3 times a day. He's like my best friend, my best teammate, my best coach, partner. Partner in business. Everything. He's been like glue to my life.
In the 3 years plus since he won 2 medals in Torino, Apolo has also distinguished himself off the ice, as well as winning Dancing with the Stars in 2007. He shares with us what that experience provided him.
Initially, I was really scared, didn't know what to expect from the show, was really kind of almost embarrassed to dance in front of anyone except for my friends, or if we go to a club or something, or a lounge. But, to have millions of people watch me, and then almost showcase the Olympic spirit and who I am as a person. I climbed up out of my shell, became more confident in myself as a person, as a young man, and was able to win the show. There's many aspects about the show and being on the show that I think have helped me on the ice and off the ice. I just feel so much more confident about myself as a person, as a young man. I'm much more assertive in the decisions I make. So it's been an eye-opener, yeah.
And finally, with all this talk of less pressure, his gig on Dancing with the Stars and the other motivations he's mentioned, we asked Apolo whether the desire and will he showcased throughout his career is still present.
Oh, it's flaming hot, man. It is, definitely the drive and the will to be the best ever of all time. It's a burning sensation. It really is. I'm old enough now to where I can really appreciate almost every single training cycle that I'm going through, every single training, segment, and enjoy the sport kind of for what it is, and enjoy the Olympic movement for what it is, and going out there and competing for, I think, a bigger purpose.
For more in-depth coverage of speed skating as well as all the Olympic sports, check out teamusa.org. Tune in next month for another edition of the Going for the Gold Vodcast series.